Hey, it's me, Jeremy John with KokaneeKidFishing. I'm here with your guys' weekend report. Look a little tired this morning. Well, it's because we bought a new puppy. And I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning with her. But I'll show you guys. Here's the dogs are all sleeping, doing my staff meeting, watching the stock report. Stocks are doing good today, even though I'm sure most of you guys could care less because you're here for a fishing report. So let's talk about what's going on at the local lakes and what's going on this weekend. So if you were planning on fishing this weekend, you are crazy. We're going to get some snow. It's going to be windy. And it's not going to be a very good weekend for fishing. So I will tell you, Monday is possibly, it's the holiday, Memorial Day. So Monday looks like you might be able to get out there. Still looks a little windy, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday look fantastic. So if it was me, I'd skip work and I would get out on your lakes. We're planning on going down to Twin Lakes and staying down there, and I'm going to fish Prairie. So I will be fishing Prairie probably Wednesday night. We'll see what happens, but definitely Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. And then I was planning on going up to Odell, but Odell Lake Resort will be doing the Mackinac Derby that weekend, so it's going to be pretty busy. So I might just head home, or I might take a trip up to Paulina on Saturday and head home that way. Maybe fish Paulina Lake Saturday. We'll see. So let's talk Detroit first off. So Detroit, I did go fish it on Friday with my son, and the fish were a little sporadic. So we did end up catching 11. There are a ton of really nice sized rainbows in that lake. They did the Detroit Lake Derby at the town of Detroit. So ODF&W did plant a whole bunch of rainbows. Rainbows are nice size. I did not keep them, but they're catching quite a few of them. But the reports I've been getting, they haven't quite settled into what I call a thermocline. The surface temperature is above that 53 mark, so they're from surface first thing in the morning, and then it looks like they're going a little bit deeper. But I would expect, we got some warm weather coming up, that maybe that surface temperature is going to get a little bit warmer, and maybe they'll start stacking and getting a little bit more concentrated in a thermocline, and that's when I believe the fishing is going to really start picking up for Detroit. But they are nice size. We're catching them pretty close to 14 inches, and they're nice and fat. They cut really red. I did smoke a whole bunch of fish. I pulled all my salmon out of the freezer that we caught last year and smoked all the kokanee that I had this last Sunday. So that was pretty fun. So I got a whole bunch of smoked fish at the house. Green Peter's fishing fantastic. There's obviously just a ton of fish in the lake. So a lot more fish, a lot more action. If I had small kids and you just want to go out and have a blast, that lake is fishing absolutely fantastic. Also, if you're looking for tackle to pick up, Foster Lake Mall, which is right before you hit Foster Lake on your heading up to Green Peter, carries a absolute ton of my tackle. They have the biggest selection in the state of Oregon. So stop in, say hi, go check and see what they got. I just am shipping off a really big order for him today. So they should be fully stocked and have all my gear there. So Green Peter's a good bet. The fish do look bigger this year than what I've been seeing. So maybe this is a good sign that maybe next year they'll even be a little bit bigger. I actually prefer fishing Green Peter over Detroit, mainly because of the recreational boaters that you'll get up at Detroit, like the water skiers, which Friday there was a couple of them that were kind of pissing me off a little bit, but that's okay. We'll call it. We'll call it even. I can't believe they were water skiing in that cold, but whatever. So Paulina Lake's fishing absolutely fantastic. There were a few vehicles that did go launch down by the campgrounds. I still believe that the launch is a little bit dicey. I tried making a couple phone calls this morning, but parking is a disaster down at the resort. So if you are planning on fishing the lake, they're catching easy limits up there, south end at about 45 feet down. That is a really good bet. for that lake. So the micey bugs are working really good, including the twisted hoochies. So that's a good bet, but parking's going to be an issue up there. So if it was me, I would start fishing early. Like I'd get up there at dark 30, launch my boat, get out on the lake, and otherwise you're going to have issues. I would expect this week, the weather's supposed to get pretty warm this week. By next weekend, they probably will have the campground launches opened. So that's a good bet for you. Crane Prairie, I've been getting some reports on it. Again, really big kokanee. You're not going to catch a bunch of them, but there's also huge rainbows. Both launches are open, so you can either launch at Quinn or you can launch at Rock Creek, but both of them are open. I think I'm going to launch at Quinn. My buddy Dale Hayden said that's where most of the concentration of kokanee are at. He said start fishing right when you get outside of the buoy line. So that's what I'm planning on doing. That lake is shallow. So my plan is I'm going to switch out my reels. I'm going to use my Daiwa Lexus with the line counters. I'm going to fish 4 rods with my wife. I'm going to go 50 feet back on my back downriggers, and I'm going to go 55 feet back on my side downriggers. So I kind of have a wall of gear all in a line when I'm fishing the surface. I'll probably drop my back downriggers down to maybe 3 feet and my side ones down just below where the clip goes down below the surface. And then, so you want to fish super high in the water column there. The other thing I would recommend is fishing kind of like Wikiup, is fish orange and gold. So my plan is orange and gold supers with gold dodgers, and then also the fire tubes in orange with the gold dodgers. I'm expecting to have a pretty good bite there, and hopefully I can send you guys some pictures next weekend's fishing report and let you know exactly what's going on. Wikiup, I have not heard of any kokanee being caught at Wikiup. I did see some browns that were caught, and I heard of a couple really big rainbows, but I would not fish that lake. There probably won't be any boats on it, and the reason is the fishing is horrific. So skip that lake and go fish Crane if you're in the area over there, or go fish Paulina. Paulina is, it's money, but parking is going to be horrible. Billy Chinook, I'm seeing quite a few kokanee caught. They do look like they have copods this year. Pretty bad, which if you don't know what a copod is, it's a skin disease. And you're really going to have to watch when you flay them. If it was me, I'd skin them, make sure that that copod hasn't affected the meat. There's quite a few fish down there. I had a buddy fished it, said he limited out every day. But for the quality of fish, man, I don't know. That's up to you. If you live in the Redmond area, I mean, I know that lake's really close to you, but the copod problem on that is they're pretty bad, and they don't look really that big. So yeah, if you're close and you just want to go catch some fish, but I definitely would skin them, make sure that copod has not affected the meat on those fish at all. Wallowa Lake, I canceled my trip up there. And the reason was I wasn't getting a lot of reports of big fish. Kevin from Next Level Guide Service did catch an absolute monster up there. And I'll show you guys a picture of it. But most of the fish are running in that 16, possibly getting close to 17 inch down to about 14 inches. And then a lot of small ones. And that's kind of what I've been seeing on the reports for Wallowa. They did have a really bad weather. They had a bunch of hail and stuff up there, and the weather looks horrible this weekend. If you are fishing this weekend, you are a die-hard kokanee guy. If it was me, I just call in sick. I'm just, the wind looks bad all over the whole state of Oregon. Both Saturday, Sunday, Monday, might be able to get out. Tuesday, it's going to switch over. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday look like the best bet for next week. If you guys got questions, you can always get a hold of me on the website, or you can call me if you want to know what's going on or you got things. Make sure you guys gear up. Wallowa Lake is getting a big, huge order shipped out to them. So the Wallowa Lake Marina does carry my tackle. Also, Oregon Rod and Reel in Eugene carries a huge selection of my tackle, and the resort, Odell Lake Resort, carries my tackle. And then also up at right across from Manley's at the Odell Sportsman Center. They carry my tackle. So let's talk about Odell. So Odell has been sporadic. Not a lot of fish being caught. My buddy Carl Bird did catch some fish yesterday up there, and he was fishing from the viewpoint down to Princess Creek. He was using both orange and pink twisted hoochies with his Dodgers. He calls his Dodgers the Wonder Diamond and the Rainbow Surebite. Those you can pick up at Mazama, or you can pick them up at Shelter Cove. He does have a good selection over there. He stays over at that at the resort over down by Shelter Cove. You can go talk to him. He said he didn't fish this morning, but the people that were coming in were catching in the single digits. So the fishing has not been very good up at Odell. And part of the reason is he sent me a picture of his fish finder, and the schools look like they're super, super tight, and they've got Mackinaw under them. So what the Mackinaw are doing is causing those fish to get in huge bait balls, and they're not wanting to leave that bait ball to attack your gear. So hopefully at some point, these Mackinaw are not going to be hitting these schools as hard. I know last year when I fished it, I was looking specifically for schools that were more relaxed, where you weren't looking for these really tight balls of kokanee. Those were not hitting anything. You were looking for more separation in the schools of kokanee, and those are relaxed schools that will have a tendency to hit your gear a little bit better. The twisted hoochies, again, you can buy them down in Eugene. You can buy them online, but the orange and the pink were working good for my buddy Carl Bird. So hopefully this report helps you out. Make sure you guys gear up, and I will let you guys know what happens at Prairie next weekend. Hopefully I get some pictures of some big ones. I'm hoping to catch some in the 20 plus range, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get skunked. Who knows? But I know the weather's going to be better. So just watch it. If you're out on the lake, you need to watch it, because when this wind picks up, it can get pretty bad, especially up at Odell. So just be safe. And let me know if you guys got reports. You can always text me. My phone number is 503-302-5093. I really appreciate all the pictures and all the intel, so I can share it out to everybody out there. So stay safe. Have fun in the snow if you're fishing this weekend, and we'll guys get you a report next weekend. All right, take care. Bye.